Oh, that's... I might still be able to. And if I can, that's amazing. Nope. Oh, that was so worth it. Hello YouTube, Jared here. Welcome back to Games Done Slow and Bad, where we play games slowly and often badly. Without further delay, let's jump back into Super Mario RPG. We are playing on the Super NES Classic. We have basically fought our way right up to the boss. We are full up on health. I want to check a few things before we go in. We need to make sure that we have all of our power-ups. We also want to make sure that Malo is, yep, so 13 points. We're going to grind out 13 points. Because we need him to have a little bit of extra oomph in this next fight. There's a very solid tactical reason why you want this. Aside from the fact that he just is kind of awful. Yeah, so these little pogo stick guys go down pretty easy now as we start to level up. We're going to grind out 13 XP from these guys as we roll. So in all my videos right now I'm rolling through, we have currently Illusions of Gaia in addition to Super Mario RPG, in addition to RimWorld going. 3 is where I feel pretty comfortable doing ongoing stuff with a few mix-ins here and there of fun runs. My definition for a fun run is something that I may or may not make a series out of at a later date and time, but it's really just a chance for me to run through a game that I'm reasonably familiar with and chat with you, the listener. Those have come sporadically when I have time to record them. You know, I might just feel one day like I want to play a game that isn't on the schedule. And you know what? That's going to be a fun run. We have a few options on the table. I have the ability to record some Sega Genesis. I have the ability to record some Game Boy games, original Game Boy games. So these are all on the table. But hey, as viewers, I want you to have a say in what we do. So if there's something in particular you would like to see, let me know in the comments below. And I absolutely will attempt at anything you sort of stab at. Again, I like games that are either lore heavy, have a huge, expansive, fun world, or games where we can show off a little bit of creativity and do something fun, tell a little bit of story within the game. So you let me know what you want to see below. Some other ideas that have popped to mind are, and although they're somewhat trite, Fallout, right? Everyone's played Fallout at this point. Everyone's done a Let's Play of Fallout at this point. But I would not be opposed to doing a somewhat brief, abbreviated run, not 100% run, but really dig into some fun parts of the lore in Fallout 4. There we go. Skyrim is also one that's on the table. I would like to do that heavily modded if I go that route. Oblivion. Hey, no one really talks about Oblivion. Everyone's done Skyrim to death. But that could be something we do. Morrowind. Again, who's played Morrowind? Raise your hand. Everyone's probably played it at one point or another, but when's the last time you played it? That could be fun. Some other games that come to mind are some of the older games that I played. Again, you'll notice a trend, and these guys are threatening me right now. You'll notice a trend in the games I play. I love nostalgia. Alright, so this is Mac. He is a spring head on a spring bottom with a with an ability to really F us up with some moves. So, we are going to do a strategy that I came up with when I was a kid that seemed to work out pretty well. Hit Mac with an actual attack, use Malo to Thunderbolt. As long as you get a timed hit, and he's level 5, you should get a stun in a lot of cases and wipe out all the little Shy Guys. Then just hold Mallow in reserve, don't burn through your power, and try to survive these flame wall attacks. Mallow, because you've invested so much into him, should be able to take it on the chin. Mario is a little less able to take these special attacks on the chin at this point, so you hope they all hit Mallow. Yep, of course. The other strategy I've used that's more grindy is to have Mario go and grind up till his next special ability. He comes into the battle way OP, and he generally can truck this guy over. Alright, so the Shy Guys come back, and with that, it's time for another Thunderbolt. Bam! another set of them. It's almost good because it encourages me to use the Thunderbolt. I'm pretty sure this is RNG, so I'm just rolling terrible here. Let's try this again. It was terrible. I mean, it was great. It worked out awesome, but the RNG there was just pretty awful. Alright, 12 experience and 20 coins, not bad. And what is that behind the throne? A star. Based on the title, obviously, these stars are going to be important to the main quest. Legend of the 7 Stars. Hint, there's 7 of them. Okay, so another common thread is these Shy Guys are going to get away. And they're going to report back to someone. And that is an interesting little tidbit to develop this plotline a little bit more. There you go. So this feels, if you played Paper Mario, pretty similar, but it's going to deviate pretty fast. Paper Mario, the enemy is Bowser. Here, Bowser is not your enemy. Obviously, Bowser is not typically associated with these Shy Guys. You can come out now. I mean, can I get on this throne? No, okay. Hey, you can get out. Gracious! Oh, it's you, Mario. What a relief. Who were those? Yep, there's the Toads. You have the worst army of all time. The Mushroom Kingdom, it's a wonder that it's not under constant occupation by Bowser. Because basically those guys were a whole lot of nothing. And they just rolled tide over this place. How about we ask my grandpa for help? He knows everything. Excuse me, but who are you? You know, if you were playing this game in 1996, that's a question you asked. Because you're like, who is this guy? I'm from Tadpole Pond. You're our only hope, even though the guy next to you is supposedly helping you. So here's a hint the game gives you. Why did you even come to Mushroom Kingdom in the first place? If you talked to everyone, you found you know earlier that he was going to shop. Now, could Mac, the sword-like monster who crashed into Mushroom Kingdom, have anything to do with the star piece that Mario found? I would imagine that it probably does. Our heroes move on towards the Kero sewers. So, if you were paying attention and talking to people, you know that Mallow was here to shop for his grandpa. With that in mind, we talked to Item Shop Guy. I got my coin back. Well done. Here's the thing I promised you. Make sure it doesn't get stolen, eaten, or whatever. Your grandpa needs it, okay? Cricket pie. Bleh. Mario, thank you so much. Grandpa will be delighted. The importance of this is that we're going to get a fetch quest reward for that, so we want to make sure we do it. So actually, let me jump back out. I jumped through that way too quickly. Yep. Malo, this is the entrance, blah blah blah. What? Bellome? Yep, dark. We're gonna... I'm not waiting here alone. If you go outside, I go outside. I love that. That's just a little thing you can do. Alright, so obviously, we were in the Mushroom Kingdom area. We headed over to the sewers, and it changed the world map. This is a pretty common theme. We're going to go through multiple world sections. If you go back to the first video and you see Mario kicked out of the castle, you'll see the world is not just the Mushroom Kingdom and Bowser's Castle. Was there a hidden chest over here, or is that another one? Yeah, it's probably another one. Come on. There we go. Alright, so the sewers are exactly what they sound like. They are dark, they are dingy, and they are full of questionable water. Alright, let's read the note. Read directions on how to enter? Yeah, why not? Stand on the pipe, push down on the control pad. If you're pressing several buttons at the same time, you will not be able to enter. Jump off and jump back on. So this is just sort of giving you an idea of how the pipes work, because you're going to use a lot of them really quickly. Oh. I think there's something up here. Oh. Yeah, whatever, that's fine. We'll come back to that later. Alright, the fish will jump out, which is annoying, because they're terrible. We're going to attack some of these guys just to buff up our level. I'm ordinarily much higher level when I come in here, because I normally would take the time to grind out before the Mac fight to about, I think, level 7. I did not want the general watching audience to see something that was too simple, or to watch me grind for the half an hour it would have taken, so here we are. Alright, this is a boss over here who will give us a pin, a true form pin, I believe. Let's grind a little bit. Why not? This is a new enemy. Actually, 2 new enemies. Excellent. So, earlier we saw a Boo and a Shade. Here we see a Rat Funk. Rat Funks can produce status effects. And in the back we see... Oh. Not all I want to do. Dark Claw. I did not get that. Alright, Mario is poisoned. That's annoying. We see a Hobgoblin. It's an interesting little enemy that, to the best of my knowledge, has no basis in any other Mario. Dark Claw. And we're both poisoned. Excellent. Yep, we're getting out of here. There we go. So the good news about status effects is they do not last forever. There we go. Meaning that I will enter a battle fresh, I will be poisoned, like so, and when I leave the battle, I will be unpoisoned. I will, however, take whatever damage I accrued from the poisoning. So Malo just took 2 damage. He is going to live with that 2 damage. Rat Funks make this a smidge bit annoying of a level. Alright. Hobgoblin gets the hammer. Double tap the hammer. And then we're going to drop a Thunderbolt. There we go. Pure water kills ghosts, but quick. So it's a nice item to have around. Alright, he's gonna flee. Sometimes in this game, enemies will flee. So Shadow is gonna get a hammer tap, and then he's gonna get Thunderbolt. So the fleeing enemies is okay, except when you're facing an enemy that you targeted because you know they have a deep wallet. and you're like, hey, I could use a few more coins. And then all of a sudden they're running away. It's like, ugh, why did I even enter this battle then? Alright, here we go. Boom. 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 That was a waste of a star. I messed that up thoroughly. There's a way to get far more experience. I think you have to drop down and then go through and kill all the mouses again, but that's fine. It's not the end of the world. By the way, not mouses, it's mice. It's embarrassing that that was what popped in my head. So you can see with all the attack ups that Mario's taken, he hits like a freaking truck. And that is wonderful. That will serve us well as we go through. Alright, so Mario has learned Super Jump. That is pretty good. We're going to give him a special up to get his defense up primarily. But we also might want to make use of that Super Jump at some point. Alright, Dark Claw. It's annoying because it's going to give me a bunch of poison damage that I did not need. But, no big deal because we're going to turn around and exit the battle and we're going to be fine. And we have a good collection of pure water going on. Pure water is helpful when/if we face some ghost enemies. Man, I fluffed that. I kind of want to take on the enemy over there, the boss, the sort of sub-boss enemy, but at the same time, I don't want to wipe. I'll probably just come back and clean him up later on camera. Nope. Yep, okay. So, that's where we came in. We come down here. We have to cross over this mouse here. And here we go. Alright, good opportunity to show what a pure water can do. It's so rewarding. I thought that would have taken him out. Oh well. So obviously if you farmed up a whole bunch of pure water, water has been drained. If you farmed up a whole bunch of pure water, it puts you in a pretty good spot. So, neat part now, the water's been drained. I can use that spring pad to bring me back much closer. It ain't that nice. Alright, so it's a top up on my health. I don't believe that I can... There might be a way. If you get a Boo to come over here, that you can run away from the battle and then use him to jump up there, I think. I'm pretty sure I've done this before, let me see. Oh yeah, we were running away from this battle anyways. Alright. Couldn't run. We'll take a little bit of a clobbering. Intellectually, I just want to see if I can do this. I believe that as a child, I had this down to a science. And I abused the ever-living bejesus out of this. Couldn't run. Run away. Couldn't run. Endo bubble. Alright, we're gonna quickly reach a point where I just have to actually freaking fight. That's actually A-okay. You can hit him with all the special attacks you want. Yep, just keep punching him in the face. 17? Jesus, that's a lot. Oh, that might have killed him. Can I run now? Really, I would enjoy it if you'd let me run. I would appreciate it tremendously if you're like, hey, run away. It's almost as if the game knows that I'm tremendously trying to cheat right now and access something that I have no earthly reason to get to. Go, 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 yes! Alright, yes! Alright. We are... This is a dead end, so it's best to turn back now. We are in a far future level. This is gonna wipe me, I think, almost in one hit, but I just want to show you how far in the freaking future we are. I might be able to get out with Mala with one hit. 67. Nope. I don't think I will. Oh, that's... I might still be able to. And if I can, that's amazing. Nope. Oh, that was so worth it. So, yeah. You can fraud this game pretty well. I am going to put a cut in here because no one wants to see me redo all of that, but I needed to show you that you can really abuse some of the physics in this game and the runaway feature. Okay, so we're back. I'm going to take my health top up. I'm going to throw down a save. There is an item up there. I don't care right now. It's not going to help me that much. Alright, this is Bellum? Is that a fire hose or his tongue? So he is basically a four-eyed, man-eating dog monster. It's the easiest way to describe it. Ooh, that wasn't very good. Unless it's Ultra Jump that allows you to do the, like, infinity jump. But I'm not sure. We are going to abuse our inventory. Yes! Yes! We're gonna abuse our inventory a little bit. Give me a scarecrow, rah, rah, rah. Alright, so if we had beaten the optional boss, we would have gotten a true form pin that would have avoided what's about to happen. We are a scarecrow, which is a status effect that precludes you from using your attack. Luckily, I wasn't using my attack, I was using my special. That was not the best, but also not the worst. Can't stand it. The hunger. The hunger. Yep, so he'll eat him. So if you die, he spits him out. I think that was about 22, which isn't bad. I think that was the death blow. You still won't beat me. Beware the flood. So the flood is coming. So Master Chief better get ready. But in all seriousness, he was standing on a button! So this is going to start, I'm going to call it a pretty cool minigame. Not the coolest minigame I've ever seen. Malo, useless. Where we have the opportunity to earn frog coins that will make our lives better later in the game. This soundtrack is also amazing. This is Midas River. Want a crash course? No, I'm not going to do a crash course. Basically understand that you can go left, you can go right, and you can paw up a little bit. Gold coins are coins. Green coins are frog coins. If you claw like a madman, like I'm doing right now, you can generally maintain the same level as you go. This is not the optimal line, but it's the line that I've always historically used. Alright, rolling barrel. So basically, don't collide into the barrel ahead of you. Jump if you want to go over to it. If you collide with the barrel, you're going to go into the other lane like that. Collect as many coins as you humanly can. There is actually a like elite line for this. Fish will eventually come out and disrupt you. They will, if they hit you, they will take away coins. And the fish are timed so that you can either get the optimal line or and get hit by a fish, or avoid the optimal line and avoid a fish kiss. Fish kiss. So if I had jumped for that, if I had jumped for that third coin, it's almost always the third coin, then I would have gotten an absolute fish kiss. So in this, you're better off getting a few fewer coins, but not getting kissed by the freaking fish. So you can see, like, you would literally land, and that thing would just pucker up and just lay one on you. Alright, so we landed, like I said. Wasn't that fun? You get 58 coins. You can trade coins for frog coins. You get one for every 60. You didn't know they're green, blah, blah, blah. You get 58. Come back and try again. Alright, we also get a knock-knock shell. A knock-knock shell is our first weapon upgrade of the game. We are going to go from a hammer to a knock-knock shell. To display, I am going to quickly equip it, and we're going to go attack an enemy. So, 50 to 60. This is a definitive improvement. Let's go back to where there's a pretty soft enemy that I can show you some crazy damage on. Spiny? Alright, knock-knock shell. Yeah, 102 damage. Malo's pulling 25. So to illustrate the version of version change, I'm now going to equip back to the hammer. We've gone down by 10. You're still going to hit like a truck. Don't get me wrong. 78. How legit is that? So Mario just became exponentially better when it comes to just straight attacks. The timing is a little different than the hammer, and that's okay. It's just different. No better, no worse. So let's head to Tadpole Pond. We're gonna just hammer this piece of out. Can I help you? Malo, it's you. I've heard all about your adventures with Super Mario. You guys beat up Bellome, right? The waterways of the world bring news to us here. That's why Grandpa knows all the news that's fit to hear. Are you really the Super Mario? So, like a lot of points of this game, they just want you to jump. You do a backflip for some reason, because reasons. And now here is Frog Fuchsius, who is Malo's grandpa, quote-unquote. Frog Fuchsius, I know, child. The rainstorm we just had. That was you, wasn't it? Ouch. Watch it up there. You're supposed to make you look I'm floating here, okay? I always found this to be funny. So you see the two shadows, you see the string, and you vaguely see the Lakitu holding him up. I am Frogfucius. Have you come to seek wisdom from me? You have come to seek wisdom from me, have you not? I've been waiting for you. Yes, old, wise people can often give good advice. And the Lakitu's slipping. But how rude of me. Let's get more comfortable. Come along, we'll talk. Alright, so... don't just float there, make yourselves useful. Build a bridge for Mario. You don't have to actually control the jump, you just sort of smash the buttons. Yes, come into my sanctuary and partake of my wisdom, children. Let's see. That Smithy character appeared at Bowser's Keep. He is quite formidable, yes? And Mario, you wish to rescue the princess quickly, do you not? But oh, if only you knew the truth. Toadstool is no longer there. I love it. Here's what happened. So here we go. Here's the mechanism of this game. Telling stories via performance art. Whoosh out of the blue. They're lost somewhere out there now. You're worried about the princess, but first you need to take care of Smithy. His underlings are wreaking havoc on our world. Mac, whom you defeated at the Mushroom Kingdom, was one of them. More will be coming. We found a star at the castle. Do you know why it was there? A star, most interesting. This may sound illogical, but I believe shooting stars can grant wishes. Okay. So now you see sort of the direction this game is going, eh? Would you like a recap? Absolutely not. So here we go. Wow, everything sounds so dire and serious. I guess Mac was only the first of many, Mario. Some of them will make Bowser seem nice. Molly, you speak as if these things do not concern you. You will accompany Mario on his adventure too. Shock. I'm only a simple tadpole. This adventure isn't for me. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Malo, my boy. I've kept this from you until now. But you're... not a tadpole! Bum bum. Cue sad music. He had powerful magic. You're freaking lying. You mean I'm not a tadpole? Sniffle, sniffle, sniffle. Malo, now is not the time to cry. Go with Mario's adventure and find your real family. Your real mother and father are out there somewhere. So, we've now taken Mario's adventure and tossed on top of it child finding his lost parents. You don't have a choice but to take him along. I won't cry anymore. No, you're gonna cry so many times in this game, it's sad. So we're gonna head to Rosetown. Rosetown is awesome for a whole bunch of reasons. But before we do that, and that'll be the next episode, it's gonna be quiet with Malo gone. Maybe a snack will cheer me up. Hey, remember that cricket pie? So we're gonna get his staff. Spoiler alert, the froggy stick is Malo's first item. And thank God for that, because I'm tired of him being so useless. So on that note, we have defeated our second sort of sub-boss of the game. We have proceeded through the sewers. We have reached the Tadpole Pond. We are on our way to Rosetown, where adventure is sure to continue. And this is where we're going to leave off for today. Thanks everyone for watching, and I hope you liked the video. Comment below with feedback. Like us on Facebook. Hit us up on Twitter, games_done_slow. And most of all, hopefully watching this makes you want to subscribe to the channel for more content like this. If you have feedback, leave it. We're going to read it, and we will sincerely take it to heart. You have a lot of choices in entertainment when it comes to YouTube, Twitch, etc., etc. Thank you for taking the time today to watch my video. Have a nice night.